So in this video, I'm going to show you how to analyze the Core Web Vitals report in Google Search Console and how to make sense of it. So an important thing to note regarding Core Web Vitals in Search Console, this is kind of the most important report regarding Core Web Vitals that for you, because all you can see here in Google Search Console is based on Chrome UX report. And these are the field data, which means that these are the data that were collected from the actual users of the site and how these actual real-world users were experiencing the site. So even if you see everything is green in lab data, for instance, in Google Pagespeed Insights lab section or Google Lighthouse, it doesn't really matter because what matters for Google is what you see here in the field data. So Core Web Vitals reports are divided into mobile and desktop. So we'll focus only on the mobile Core Web Vitals report. And so let's click and see what's there. So here you can see the URLs and their status. So as you can see, the URLs, there were a lot of poor URLs. At some point, the URLs were turned into red. And finally, they turned into green, which means they pass Core Web Vitals. So this is basically the average. What you see here is basically the average of the last 28 days. So keep in mind that even if you made some changes, even if some changes have been made to the site, this report may not necessarily reflect those changes. If everything is green, then that's great. But if it isn't, then you may want to kind of analyze it more deeply. One thing to keep in mind here is that even John Mueller recently kind of noted that you can see the biggest benefit from improving Core Web Vitals is once you move from the poor to the orange, yellow, or to green. So this is the biggest benefit for your site. So if the site is poor, is all red, then this should be the kind of the biggest priority, one of the highest priorities of the audit, to fix that and to make sure that the site goes into needs improvement or good. So if there are any issues on the site, then you will see them here in details. All you need to do is click on a specific issue and then you will see the details, the number of the URLs affected, the average value of a specific Core Web Vitals metric, and so on. Let me now switch the example into the example from my own site so that you can see how specific problems are really presented here. So I have been making a lot of changes on my site recently, and I lost the green area of Core Web Vitals, but I hope that I will regain it soon. So let me show you my site. Okay, so recently my site went from good to needs improvement. I am currently working on that, but let me show you how a specific issue looks like here in this report. So we click on a specific issue, then the report shows you an example URL that has this issue. So as you can see, in my case, this is a CLS issue. So let's click on this. I need to move myself. Okay. And here are the other similar URLs that have the same problem, CLS issue. So I may check, for instance, let's see. And the tool kind of suggests immediately to go to Pagespeed Insights to check a specific URL, which is what we'll be doing here. So let's see what the tool actually shows me. So the tool shows me that the problem is, yes, again, with the cumulative layout shift. This is the problem of this page. So this is something I need to work on. to improve that. The tool kind of confirmed, the lab data confirms that this is the problem. The cumulative layout shift is the problem on this web page and on many other web pages on my site. This is mainly the problem of blog pages, which kind of are built upon the same template, and kind of when they are loading, this shifting occurs. This is something I will have to take care of. But this is, again, not so critical in the case of my site, because my site is still doing pretty well. So I don't think this will make a huge difference in the case of my site. So this is something that you should kind of keep in mind a lot, that it is not always worth fighting for those 100% in Pagespeed insights, or for those core web vitals, or being green, because if your site is already doing pretty well, or if it passes all of the core web vitals, then you don't need to obsess to make it, for instance, have 100 scores for 100 scores in Pagespeed insights. If it passes all of the core web vitals and it has 90 or 85, I think the site is pretty okay, and it would be better to focus, for instance, on creating new content. So this is the core web vitals report. Again, the most important thing for you is that you don't have poor URLs, and if you do have poor URLs, you do something about it. Google Pagespeed Insights is a great tool which will show you pretty clearly what you need to do. And we show you examples what to fix to get to those two more acceptable areas here. And here are the details. If you have, for instance, a problem with largest contentful paint, then you will have the examples of the LCP on specific pages here as well. Okay, so I think that's everything for this video, and I will see you in the next one in just a second.